this next group is actually my capstone group. So Layla is going to deep dive, wink, into the work that we've been doing with Ocean Rescue Alliance International. Layla.
Hello everyone, I'm Layla, and I'm here to tell you about our client, the Ocean Rescue Alliance International, and our efforts to preserve and restore marine life with them. And going forward, I will be referring to our client as ORAI. I want to take a moment to introduce our incredible team, who has worked very hard this semester and has shown remarkable teamwork. In this presentation, I'm going to be providing an overview of ORAI and our project scope, then go over our methodology, and conclude with our strategic recommendations. Jumping right in, who is our client and what is the scope of our project? ORAI is a Florida-based marine conservation and restoration nonprofit organization that restores marine environments primarily through artificial coral reefs. As indicated on the map, they have deployed more than 180 structures in various regions across the coast of Southeast Florida, and these structures vary in size and shape, but the image on the right is an example. So why is ORAI focused on artificial reefs? Because ocean temperatures have been increasing due to climate change, and summertime peaks in Florida often exceed 86 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the highest threshold that corals can withstand without bleaching. And bleaching occurs when high temperatures trigger the corals to expel their algae in order to self-preserve, but this algae provides their nutrients for them, so it results in starvation and a bleached appearance. And approximately 85% of corals have been bleached in Florida Keys in the last 50 years. In the summer of 2023, which was the hottest on record, the Florida Keys witnessed catastrophic bleaching and coral mortality. And bleached reefs lose their ability to support 25% of all marine life, leading to ecosystem collapse. So how do artificial reefs help, and why are they important? Because artificial reefs can mimic natural coral reefs and offer shelter and breeding grounds for marine ecosystems and withstand future coral bleaching threats. So it's a sustainable and longer-term solution. And in large quantities, they also protect coastal communities from the impact of storms and natural hazards. They also contribute to local economies by supporting ecotourism activities such as snorkeling or scuba diving. So our client, ORAI's 5-year ambitious moonshot goal is to raise $1 million to construct 200 artificial coral reefs, but they are facing resource constraints. And recognizing the need for additional funding sources, ORAI has identified hotel partnerships as a focus area for revenue generation. They are specifically targeting this sector due to its unique position and impact on marine environments, and hotels, particularly the ones that are on coastlines, they contribute to coral reef degradation, so they have a responsibility towards marine conservation and environmental stewardship. By partnering with hotels, ORAI sees an opportunity to both raise funds for reef construction and enhance awareness about marine conservation. This is vital for ORAI's visibility and further fundraising efforts. Our capstone team was tasked to investigate and explore potential models for these hotel NGO partnerships, aiming to align them with ORAI's dual objective of fundraising and increasing public awareness about the importance of protecting marine ecosystems. So how did we do this? We performed an analysis across 6 areas to determine what a successful hotel partnership would look like and identified the value proposition for hotels and ORAI collaborations. We started by looking at ORAI's current business model. Then we did a deep dive into ecotourism trends at both local and global hotels to determine what is feasible for our client. We then identified and analyzed existing and successful business models and partnerships between hotels and NGOs. And this landscape analysis allowed us to develop a targeted hotel outreach list. Aside from hotels, we also looked into some third-party partnerships for the organization, and we looked at Gold Star partnership models, which are partnership programs that are highly successful in helping hotels reach their sustainability goals. and this helped us develop our toolkit. Finally, we brainstormed the potential initiatives proposed to hotel partners, and we performed an impact assessment to see what we should prioritize. Here are all the 15 proposed initiatives for hotel partnerships. We performed both qualitative and a quantitative analysis. For the qualitative analysis, we consulted with sustainability teams at leading hotel chains such as Six Senses and Four Seasons to get their feedback on some of the proposed initiatives. And for the quantitative analysis, we utilized an impact matrix to understand which initiatives to prioritize. And here it is. Here's the impact matrix that we use to help us and our client to visualize the potential initiatives, opportunities. And again, with the goal of generating a new revenue stream, raising awareness, and advancing their mission for boosted brand recognition. The x-axis here measures the impact, and the y-axis measures the effort, and we scored each potential initiative's impact and effort on a low, medium, and high scale. And the impact here is multidimensional. So it could be either the revenue impact, it could be the stakeholder engagement, how much it ties to ORAI's mission. And the initiatives mainly fell into 4 categories. The time sinks are the high effort, minimal impact projects. The fill-ins are the low effort, low impact projects that are potential stepping stones for larger endeavors in the future. Big projects are high impact initiatives, but they also require significant effort. And the quick wins deliver meaningful results with low resource allocation. Here's an example of how some of our selections fell onto the matrix. To give a sense of what the potential initiatives are, so as a fill-in, we want ORAI to turn sips into support at hotel bars, where a percentage of each drink goes straight to ORAI. And hotels have historically created thematic menus, so we thought that this would be an effective way to generate revenue. And we're not just considering the grown-ups, but we have some fun for the little ones too. So as a big project, we wanted to highlight an educational program designed to teach young hotel guests about coral reefs and marine ecosystems through activities like watching ocean-themed movies or doing coral-themed arts and crafts at the Partner Hotels Kids Club. And we believe that teaching the kids about marine life and coral reefs is like planting seeds to a more eco-conscious society. And as a quick win, building upon ORAI's past success of generating donations from speaker events, we planned the Ocean Talk series to increase speaker events at hotels, and we could provide guests with educational insights in order to increase awareness and engagement while fostering networking opportunities. And this initiative is aimed to both raise funds and awareness. On top of our strategies, we developed a toolkit. And you are not expected to read these, but you can scan the QR codes if you want to take a closer look at our deliverables. But the left side is an example of the concise one-pagers that we have created for hotel management to review and decide on the initiative best suited for their needs. And this one-pager will allow ORAI to easily present their initiatives we have developed with hotels and other partners. And on the right is their Ocean Stewardship Pledge that we have developed, and we created these for hotels and hotel guests to frame how they can support ORAI's overall mission and the local environment. And these pledges serve as a display of commitment for partner hotels and also support ORAI's mission of spreading awareness. And finally, our recommendations and implementation. Here is our roadmap and implementation plan for the next year. By the end of this year, the hotel outreach list will be finalized and ready to be executed by ORAI. And from January to August, ORAI is diving straight into action. Using our toolkits, they will be pitching customizable partnership for hotels throughout their outreach process. And once the contact has been solidified by the end of summer of 2024, ORAI and the respective hotels will be finalizing the agreements with the partnering hotels until October, which is when the hotel budget season for the following year begins. And we expect this to take as long as 8 months because we developed a highly personalized approach. And while all of these are going underway, we encourage ORAI to actively attend hotel and hospitality events in addition to the environmental events that they're already attending in order to increase their presence in the industry. And we also advise ORAI to explore third-party partnerships beyond hotels and keep exploring additional opportunities and revenue streams. They should also be using the impact matrix we have provided to assess the feasibility of any future initiatives. So healthy oceans start with healthy reefs, and with hotel partnerships, they will be generating a new revenue stream while raising awareness to achieve their ultimate goal of creating vibrant artificial rainforests under the sea, now and for generations to come. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Hey, thank you for the presentation. The question was on the four quadrant slide that you had, slide 12 maybe, or yeah, 14. So, would the next one. So, would the events which would happen at the hotels or the beverages, would the cost for that be to the hotel, or would that be to the participant? And if it would be to the participant, did you conduct like any surveys to assess if they would be willing to pay anything more for specific things like that?
Yes. So the customer, not the hotel, would be contributing. And we did create some templates for them to assess between like a range. Like we used averages. Like for the coral-inspired beverage, we use like an average of like the hotel in these templates. So yes, we provided some templates for every single initiative, but the customer would essentially be paying for these.
Hey Leila, thank you so much. Super interesting presentation. One question also on this slide. So the speaker event seems to be like one of the key measures with like high impact, low effort. Could you maybe speak a little bit on the economics or the business model of the speaker event? Like how much revenue are you aiming to do per session? What are the costs, and like what is the profit of these, and how many maybe do you need or intend to do per year?
Thank you for the question. So these events, so from our conversations, there were different variations of it. So there will already be events that they would be attending to speak that were already going to be pre-organized. But there was also going to be the angle where they would, for example, Shelby, the founder of ORAI, will be just present, for example, at the beach club, and they would have access to talk to her about this, and to in a way that would increase awareness and tell people about like what she's doing and get them interested in the coral reefs. And for the amount that they will be generated, it will be based on individual donations. So it could be a few thousand, it could be a few hundred. So it will highly depend. But for the speaker events in general, like besides attending the ones that they will be already existing, it will just be her presence in attending, like being present at the hotel and providing this informational service.
Hi, great job. I'm behind him.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I just had to ask, what are the artificial reefs made of, and how do they measure their success?
So the artificial reefs are made of concrete, and they have in the past conducted a life cycle analysis, so they are not bad for the environment. And how do they measure the success? Where they're much more durable than what normal coral reefs are, and because there's a significant loss of coral reefs, implementing these, the significant essentially is the marine life returning. And as mentioned in like one of the previous slides, the main goal is to restore the marine life, while in large quantities it could also help coastal communities from natural hazards. And with the returning of marine life, it will also support the economy, like through activities like fishing, scuba diving. Yeah.
Hi, so there's great presentation. Thanks so much. What an interesting project. So there's a lot of science around the damage that sunscreens, traditional sunscreens, can do to reefs. Did you do any looking into working with the hotels to encourage the guests to use mineral-based sunscreens and other kinds of sunscreens that don't hurt the reefs?
No, but because we mainly focused our project on how this NGO can partner to increase its effort in a way that would directly tie to its mission, and sunscreens is, even though in a way it does relate to its mission because it damages the reefs, it doesn't directly tie to it, so that's not something that we explored. Okay. Thank you.